Racenet's stable of bookies have come to the fore with their selections for Saturday's racing, headlined by a trio of Group 1 contests across the two major racing states. The Bagmen have done the form and provided their thoughts on the Group 1 Newmarket handicap at Flemington and the Coolmore Classic at Randwick. They have also offered their best and value bets, as well as their lays at the major meetings around the country. To download the PDF version of tips from the big bookies. If you want exclusive insights from trainers and jockeys for tomorrow's race meetings, click on the links below. James Waith Moneyball. Newmarket HCP Quantico Race 6 number 10. This John O'Shea trained galloper has trialled well heading into his first up assignment. If the weather is fine and the track is good, the horse will put in a good showing. Coolmore EXPAT Race 8 number 6. She should find the front, which is a great spot to be on the wet track. The horse loves wet ground and will be given every chance to win from the front of the pack. Best rule of law Race 5 number 2. Won last start at this distance and track and is also a winner of his past 5 starts. I'm expecting a repeat effort again here from the Bjorn Baker trained gelding. Value Zelify Race 4 number 8. They came for her in the betting last start, which has to be respected. Should be fitter for the run, and if money comes for Zelify again, I want to be on. Lay Fangirl Race 6 number 11 Fangirl is way too short in the market for mine. Didn't run well on the heavy track last start in the Surround Stakes, and will have to improve from that to win here. glenmunsidtab.au. Newmarket HCP, Lost and Running Race 6 number 3. Trusting the Everest form to stand up here, as it has since October last year. This guy returned from a stunning win in the Hunter to easily account for them under 61 kilograms in the Southern Cross, beating Overpass. Coolmore Promise of Success, Race 8 number 12. Goes into this third up, after running on behind Forbidden Love in a leader-dominated race last start. Yet to disappoint in Australia, and wet is no concern. Best She's Extreme Race 2 number 2. Ran on well to beat all, but Fireburn last start at Randwick. Stays at 1,200 m here, and will be strong while many of her opposition may be gasping for breath. Value Rump Shaker Race 1 number 10. Consistent provincial form, but the standout is his wet track ability, with all 4 wins on either soft or heavy. Not a deep midway for sure and warrants a good chance. Lay ESPIONA Race 8 number 15. 3-year-old filly taking on mainly mares in Group 1 company. Beaten at both her runs this time in, and I just think this is a stiffer test than those. Expect a drift. Ryan Ingram Sportsbet. Newmarket HCP, Home Affairs Race 6 number 2. He's a superstar, the handicapper hasn't missed that fact, but he's an imposing colt, and I don't think it slows him down. If he was vulnerable this preparation, it was first up, at 1000 m. Coolmore, Mirror Vision, Race 8 number 11. Track should get back to a soft with some much needed good weather. That brings Mirror Vision right into this, and I think she's a good bet at the $20 plus on offer. Best Magic, Race 3 number 3. Eye-catching debut flashing into second, will be better for the run and up in distance. The Golden Slipper looks wide open, and a win here guarantees him a spot. Value Call Sign MAV Race 7 number 8. Good run fresh and up to a more suitable distance now, though he would have had Cascadian's measure in the Peter Young, but they scratched to go straight here with a month's gap between runs. Lay Gimme Par Race 3 number 6. Come up a bit short in this market, good race with a lot of potential winners. Currently favourite, and I'd be surprised if she holds that all the way through to the jump. Joshua Bell Ladbrokes. Newmarket HCP, Artorias Race 6 number 16. Tough horse to follow, but his best is good enough to win this. Gets in light at the weights and just needs to settle down early to be a threat. Good value. Coolmore Hinged Race 8 number 8. Dug deep to win the Surround Stakes and still has improvement to come. Should be fitter now for 2 runs back, and will appreciate another wet track. Best Fangirl, race 6 number 11. Back in class after running 5th in the Surround Stakes 2 weeks ago. Got a little too far back that day, but should be getting a much better run in transit from a kinder draw. Value, DUAIS, race 7 number 12. Impressive in both runs back, and probably deserved to finish closer in the Chipping Norton Stakes. Should appreciate getting back on top of the ground, and gets out to a more suitable distance now. Lathe Magic, race 3 number 3. Certainly has the potential, as we saw when he bolted in late to run second in the Silver Slipper. Nearly a month between runs though, and is untried on heavy going. Plenty of talent also engaged here. Paul Sebastiani, Bet Deluxe. Newmarket HCP, Home Affairs, race 6 number 2. 2 from 2 up the straight, and defied a betting drift to win the Lightning Stakes. Should elevate to another level, after that resuming, and should be in the right part of the track. Coolmore, Lighthouse, race 8 number 4. She is low-flying and ran a cracker behind Forbidden Love in the Canterbury Stakes last week. Quick backup tells us she has pulled up super, and looks like she will get the run of the race. Best Think It Over'd, race 7 number 2. Getting back on top of the ground should see Think It Over return to his best. He brings the best weight for age form into this race, and is a serious line chaser. Value, My Numero Uno, race 3 number 5. Was truck loaded in the betting when resuming and scored the win with 62 kilograms. He tumbles down to 56 kilograms and has the race fitness advantage over a handful of runners. Great each-way play. Lay Rule of Law, race 5 number 2. This will be the first genuinely heavy track he has faced in his campaign to date. There's some resuming horses who can trouble him, and he looks under the odds. Brenton Holt, PointsBet. Newmarket HCP, Home Affairs, race 6 number 2. It's a big ask to carry 56 kilograms as a 3-year-old, but not impossible given he has just carried 55.5 kilograms in defeating Nature Strip and Eduardo in the Lightning Stakes. Coolmore, Promise of Success, race 8 number 12. The 1500 m here looks ideal third up after 2 slashing runs this preparation. Handles the conditions importantly and looks hard to beat on Saturday. Best Beno, race 10 number 14. Another John O'Shea runner here that last start second to main rival Zuman when up in trip. Expecting him to run a peak here third up, well weighted and drawn to get a cold sit which will suit perfectly. Value, Poland, race 6 number 9. Current price is just wrong here. Was a slashing performance first up in the Oakley Plate, making up good ground late. The 1200 m here suits better, and well worth a weighted each-way investment. Lay Rule of Law, race 5 number 2. 5 wins in a row this preparation. Been up a long time now and meets some potential stars here like Remark and Gravina. I think he will vulnerable late and happy to risk. Tristan DeLuca, play up. Newmarket HCP, Home Affairs, race 6 number 2. Has taken it all before him. A Group 1 winner first up with bragging rights over Nature Strip. Remains unbeaten up the straight and has James McDonald to steer. Coolmore, Hinged, race 8 number 8. Drops 4 kilograms and finds herself with 52 kilograms on her back. Even with the weight difference in Espiona's way, I think this filly will handle the conditions the best. Best Think It Over'd, race 7 number 2. Somehow remains the forgotten horse despite wins over Very Elegant first up and 5 at the distance. Can't help but think if Chris Waller trained him, he would be odds on. Value, Heskett, race 9 number 12. Never carried less than 57 kilograms, or had the services of Craig Williams. Charged down Elite Icon last start with that has winning since. Exceptionally consistent and finds a winnable race. Lay Zuman, race 10 number 12. Looks to settle in the first 2 and with the track chopped up by race 10, can picture one of her 16 opposition finding the best going and be running over the top of her late.